Hello, this is my second video for the World Championship of Through the Ages. This is second 4-player game. For introductions about this game and whatever, see my first video. In this game we have the same 4 main characters playing the game. I'm in second position, orders are reversed, and let's get to the game. Wonders, leaders, as you know, I don't really care, but pause the video if you do. And we have an interesting pick for Wawrzyniec in first position, who goes for Caesar. I don't really like it. I don't think this is a real card. It doesn't really do anything. So I wouldn't do it. I would pick Homer. But yeah, apparently he can play with Caesar. I have no idea how to do this. So yeah, you can have him. I'll just take the Homer then. And be pretty happy about it, because otherwise probably be Colosseum. I think Homer plus yellow a little better. Also because, yeah, I'm probably not getting a decent leader. Maybe Toto, I don't know, but might be taken, I don't know. There's also not the greatest, both of leaders and wonders in HA actually. But okay, Homer is fine. He's average, whatever. Pyramids for 3, good choice. And then E5 has Colosseum and Richland. Yeah. Alternative will be Toto and Hanging Gardens, but I don't know. I think this is fine. And then, yeah, he goes for Hanging Gardens, which makes sense. Hanging Gardens at least makes 2 of the events, Rebellion and Immigration, better. So those become good seats for the Caesar. Also allows for a fairly aggressive playstyle, which can be nice with Caesar. So the combination with Caesar is probably fine, but again, I don't know. I don't do this. Let's move on. We'll see what he does with it. So elect Homer. Pop building and Acropolis. So yeah, I don't have a science leader, so and a cheap wonder, so I think the lab first is better. And yeah, Acropolis, not a great wonder in 4-player for sure. I almost never play this in 4-player, so Homer and Acropolis not really a favorite setup. I think they work okay together because it's cheap, so you can get Homer replaced kind of soon. But yeah, taking Stonehenge for 2 with the 4 steps and Homer costing an extra CA, that wouldn't really work either, I think. And yeah, so just doing this. It's a good flavor combination. That's like nice. Although Homer is probably older than the Acropolis. I don't know. But he probably met some Acropolis, some version of it in his life, I think. Okay, then we have Pyramids and Totos, so great combination, yep. I think he also had this in the other 4-player, right? So it's good. And then he goes for Sensu. Could be Confucius for 2. Shit is the better leader, I think. But in last position with the Caesar in the game can be a bit awkward. And yeah, regardless, having to pay an extra civil action, I'm not sure it's worth. Sun Tzu is fine, okay with the Colosseum, because extra MA lets you keep some of the cards, so that's okay combination, and yeah, also helps you go for a tactic maybe. Caesar seats once, okay. Takes the EG and Frugality A. So not much coming out of the card row at first. EG1 is obviously a fine card and okay to take for 2, but yeah, doesn't really work well with the Hanging Gardens, of course. So yeah, not really many alternatives. He does increase population. Oh, no, he got it from the development. I see the Crusades that was, and then I just pop, build mine, take this rich land one. Okay. Oh, I still have an action. And the urban growth A. Yeah, yeah, not really much else to do because these cards aren't better, so might as well be Richland for one is fine, of course, but the urban growth A kind of a wasted action. But yeah, what else, right? It could be alchemy for 3, but don't think so. Draw the Dark Ages. So he gets the alchemy for 2 and an urban growth for, and it's going really well again. Okay, swordsman for 2 and the legion already revealed. Yeah, nothing special here. I mean, this is the only decent card on the row, so and yeah, having a red card is good. And it works with his tactic, obviously, so sure. Leaves Isabella on 2, so harder for Wawrzyniec to get a real leader. Religion, not great for Wawrzyniec because it's not what you want with the Hanging Gardens, and also it makes potential rebellion seats ineffective if everybody gets it, but I think so because we got development of settlement and food, so everybody has the population lying around already, and just finishes the Hanging Gardens, uses the EG one for that. Okay. Again, card throw is not great, so might as well get the wonder finished. Same applies for me, I suppose. I think, and then I think here was an interesting decision because there is this monarchy, but I will not take it. Yeah. So yeah, I think I was of course considering this monarchy because I have the Acropolis. The free religion came out, which makes it cheaper, but I can't go for it this turn. Have to finish Acropolis for it first, and then don't have the actions to take and play it. And I also really want to replace Homer because my one is finished and I'd like another leader. Could of course use his +1 a few times maybe, but I decide to go for Isabella. Like maybe there's already colonies seeded. I don't know. Is there Suez? There is Suez in the game, and yeah, just not my favorite H1 leader either. I think she's one of the weakest in terms of top potential, let's say, because yeah, her ceiling is pretty low. Just gives 1 rock and a few minor bonuses. But there's no other leader on the row, and I think that's the main issue. Also, the ones that are there, yeah, these are easily usable. Fred's okay, but for a long time, maybe not ideal. I think we already popped a few times. These two very situational. So I guess I just wanted to be sure of having a replacement for Homer already, having this civil action loss used when I'm fine with it, and just hoping maybe this monarch is still here or maybe get the other one. I don't know. I think there wasn't much hope of this one coming around, but and the theocracy is gone as well, but I don't really want a theocracy here. So I guess we're just hoping for the second copy of Monarchy, which is doable. I mean, it's shouldn't be the most sought after card. Just throw the Legion out there. Okay. Planning. And then he gets the warfare and develops it, and we'll have to build a warrior. Yeah. So yeah, with the 5th civil action, the warfare becomes okay. Also with Aristotle, doesn't go for a theocracy this time. I think it's ended up hurting him a bit in the last game actually. But developing the warfare, it slows down the alchemy. So I'm not sure he had to develop it already because okay, our deck is going to flip. So that's why. So he's the strongest at this point. Yeah, Sun Tzu is kind of likely to seed, and then we might get double seed from Caesar, and he doesn't want to be the weakest for that. Yeah, so that's why the warfare. And if he can grab 2 things, there's a lot of text coming now, so he can grab 2 things, develop this, maybe even straight up build the alchemy. That would be a great turn. Like spend 2 or 3 civil actions taking 2 techs, develop this, build this, or alternatively upgrade it and maybe build this. Yeah, so warfare makes a lot of sense here. Don't want to be the weakest into this Caesar thing, which means I will be probably. Warfare. So everybody's kind of building towards legions now. Rich land frugality. Start building Colosseum. Yeah. So the monarchy will drop off. That's a bit unfortunate, maybe, but yeah. He gets the alchemy for 1. That's nice. Doesn't see it at all. Okay. Interesting that he doesn't see it at all. He's 2nd strongest in this position. But he gets the alchemy going. That's nice. Yeah, and I'm happy he doesn't see it because I'm the weakest. So, I don't see it. And I go for cartography. Yeah, bit of a gamble. As far as I know, I only put the Crusades in there. So, don't really know about colonies. But I guess again, all the good cards are just not here. So I have this Isabella. Might as well hope maybe somebody seeded colonies. Maybe there will be colonies later in the game. Yeah, bit of a blind guess, I guess. Take the irrigation because again, what can I do? Yeah, will allow me to upgrade something. There is Machu Picchu in the game, so and I could reasonably take it here. Extra blues from Isabella will help because Machu Picchu is sometimes a bit corruption sensitive. So yeah, irrigation makes sense. Brenner circuses already have 2 happy faces, not really needing any soon. There's Pierre, there's Darwin, so it's a fine card in this game, but not really needing them. Draw the phalanx, okay. He takes the bread and circuses, yeah, nice pickup for the Aristotle, and then goes for Nostradamus and elects. So again, he doesn't want to be the weakest, which makes sense. But there was of course the possibility of what I said, like that would be a greedy turn, I guess. Take the bread and circus, take the code, develop the alchemy, and like even build one directly, but I don't think he could. Because of the strength. He could. He's not getting aggressed or anything. But he would be in danger of the events, of course. He would be the weakest. Then again, Wawrzyniec didn't get stronger. I don't know how many of these are his. Probably quite a few. So maybe it's a risk you could have taken. You would have the Code of Laws in hand, have the alchemy going. It would be economically very nice, but of course risky for events. And this way you get a good leader, you get Nostradamus. Yeah, which is great at this point also. You have full knowledge of the next deck. And yeah, not be in danger of events immediately. Probably doesn't have, both legions are already revealed, so he doesn't have one. Yeah, it's the safer choice. He does. He copies or whatever. He copies mine probably. Yeah, mine is available. So I don't know. He wasn't really in much danger because Wawrzyniec is still weakest. I think he could have gone for this. Maybe I'm miscalculating something, but 3 actions, 4, 5. Yeah. I think I like bread and circus, code, alchemy build. No. Of course, Nostradamus, good cards, but yeah, Leo is on the way, so would have been nice with the alchemy. Could have had Leo maybe. Open borders. Okay. Colosseum finished, and immediately developing the swordsman and upgrading, so also now becoming the strongest. Take the breakthrough, good card. Code will drop to 1. Practice offered. I can use a rock as a food. Yeah, okay, e5 will accept it. Traitor. I didn't accept this by. I don't know. I don't think I want to pay. I have the irrigation, so I'll have some food soon. I probably go for this because nothing else will be happening. So I just will upgrade my food now. So I'm not really interested in. Yeah, I could pop, of course, with that, but and I have 1 extra rock income. But I think in medium term I will have more food available than rocks. So don't really want to give him this. But e5 did accept it. Yeah, maybe it will come out nicely for his. He can pop now and immediately get the frugality out. Could be useful, I guess. So what do we see here? Also adopts the Legion tactic. This is still the not improved one because Sensu is still in play. Pays 2 for Leo, has already the alchemy and gets the code. That's nice. And then pop and warrior. Yeah. So nice. Leo has the code, so that's good. Still the weakest. I still don't see the Dark Ages because I'm not producing any signs. I don't have any government plans yet, so not gonna see this. And I take the Forbidden City because it's a decent card on the row for the first time or so. I don't know. Yeah, I have the rocks for it, so it will be my 5th civil action. Don't really need a happy face solution soon, but kind of soonish because like after the age turns, probably have 1 more out, then these 2 will go. So I won't need them yet, but if I go for this irrigation, then the next pop will come kind of soon, and then this will make it happy. So okay. And just build the stages. So don't go for the irrigation. Yeah, I guess I just want this done first. Okay. Draw a territory, so it's and a colonization card. Okay, 2 food for everybody. Now goes for the alchemy, directly builds one, nice. And upgrades and pop, yeah. And then take the reserves. Yeah, already has the bread and circus, so. And the warfare either, even so, and a leader, yeah. So has to be the reserves. And that's my crusades coming out. Switches to fighting bands. Goes for Saladin and probably will build an extra fighting band and yeah. One more swordsman makes a second fighting band and that puts him at 13 strength. And oh, he used Saladin for the strength even, okay. And this, I think he used the pact, right? Or did he? No, because we got the extra food, and then this allowed him to exactly pop twice and build a swordsman. Didn't use the pact after all. But it means, yeah, he has the open borders also going with Wawrzyniec. So he's putting pressure now. He nicely got to use all the food and rocks to go for this double fighting band. Yeah, and he has one lying around for unhappy later, I guess. So yeah, pressure now. Let's see. Rebellion coming out. Nobody is hit because free religion was there and people have stuff going on. Fifth warrior, nice. And Himeji breakthrough, yeah. So takes the warfare in hand. So he has some solutions to the strength issue later on, but not right now. No, right now he's in danger because it's 8 with the open borders, so he is guaranteed not to defend. So, and with him taking the strength, I think we see the aggression coming. And yeah, I'm in some danger as well. I see to develop territory. The vast comes out and I do not win it, I bid 4. E5 wins it. Oh, that's gonna relieve some of the pressure probably. Let's see, because that's an army gun. I bid 4. Let's see what the plan is. So yeah, just one warrior and one rock, I guess. Yeah, let's see my turn first. Okay. Yeah, but of course it changes now that I think I don't know if I had a decent defense. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go for the phalanx. Okay, that's gonna make things clearer. So he was at 13, so I could have defended with this play. Yeah, and it uses exactly all my rocks, and it requires this defense card. So that's why I bid 4 for the vast. Although this one would have been gone, of course, so I would have been at 9. So but I could at least bluff the defense, I guess. Yeah, it uses all my rocks, so I would have had one less rock too. So I guess I wouldn't have been able to defend, but yeah, maybe for the vast it's worth. Maybe I could have looked like defense. I'm not gonna do the whole calculation. Anyway, I get stronger now. I have the phalanx going, that's good. I have the Forbidden City finished. Yeah, it's okay. And I have seeded the territory in. Not really upgrading anything though. For A, that's nice. Yeah. So that's why we are all doing the strength stuff. Machu Picchu, iron irrigation. Okay, that's a clear plan. And again, like in the last game, develop something. But yeah, just because there's nothing else to do really. He goes for the farm upgrade first. It's interesting. He can only develop this one, yeah, with the science he has. And he still can develop the iron if he wants to go for that first. Yeah, okay. Will he have happiness problems? So I think he will have to go for the bread and circuits, right? Next turn, he will have to develop and build that. So then he can't go for the iron. Maybe develop this instead of irrigation. So you can go for the iron with rich land and build the bread and circus. I don't know, we'll see what he does next turn, but it seems like it works. You usually want to go for iron first, unless he really wants the pop at some point, maybe for strength, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it wants one extra pop so it can copy towards two fighting bands. Not sure. Code for 3. And just okay. Maybe another one. Okay, a little one. So back to 13 strength again, taking the strength, or is this already? No, I think this is not decided yet. No, it goes for the selection. Code for 3. Yeah, I guess he had the science lying around, and okay, with the Saladin he can, and the Colosseum, the Pact, he can stay on this for H2 actually. So even if he doesn't find the science for an H2 government, it might be okay to go with this until H3. So yeah, I can see it. Alternative, taking alchemy, upgrading them instead of going for the strength, but yeah, riskier of course. Did he win the foray as well? Yes, so he got the extra stuff from foray as well. Yeah. Great Wall would be interesting here for him. For everybody probably. He already has some edge here. Okay, masonry, finish that. Okay. Warfare 2 probably, yeah. And cultural heritage. Yeah. So he's the strongest now. Has good culture production already. One upgrade here. This is a little awkward of course, but yeah, at least there are upgraded fighting bands, so it's not too bad. So my urban growth A is gone. Yeah. That was that extra pickup. So I go for iron. This maybe not into military. Yeah, it goes into military. Yeah. So the irons are late. Somebody got the first one. Yeah, but still not developed even. So yeah, often when H2 starts, you don't really want to go for iron because coal is better. But in this case, yeah, everybody is still on the bronze mines. So there will only Pascalotopia with the Machu Picchu will for sure go for the iron, but he doesn't need to. I was really this part about the Breton circus was not making sense. Sorry. So yeah, everybody still needs to upgrade. So the iron is fine. Also, I don't have much science. This costs all my science, so there's really no point in waiting for coal because gonna be hard to afford anyway. And like this I get to upgrade something at least. This irrigation is already looking irrelevant because it takes 2 turns to with upgraded irrigations to produce 1 pop, so it's pretty bad. But who knows, I'm so low on science anyway. There's also no ocean liner in the game. Yeah. But yeah, this iron upgrade makes sense, and I also go to 12 strength. And draw the hussars. He does go for the bread and circuses now. And 1 warrior and 1 upgrade here. Okay. And also copying the fighting band, of course. So he's now the not weakest. Will take a while to have the Machu Picchu going. That's the problem with this. Because he needs to go for an iron next turn probably. He kinda wants to upgrade the second farm as well, because that will allow him like he goes 2 now, you kinda want to go to 4 the next turn, so you get a pop. So maybe he wants the second upgrade here first, but that's gonna make the rock production really slow and take a long time for Machu Picchu to get built. So that's a bit awkward. Again, the H2 wonders not the greatest. Suez and Harvard are great railroads, but these are mediocre, so it's not the worst to have this unfinished thing lying around, but okay. He does have the science upgrade, so that's good. Bit of food income. Yeah. And Nostradamus going on is useful too. We are still yeah, so from here on he knows all the cards. More military, maybe knows this event, maybe, and cool. Okay, what and cool. Very early, taking what for 3, call 2, call for 3. Yeah, definitely nice. Has a rich land, so he can really start upgrading fast now. So that's looking strong. First breeding appears as well, but it's gonna be for him. Ow, that's a pity. Okay, but yeah, I was probably weakest for a lot of this deck, so of some of this deck at least. Breeding for 3. Yeah, I guess this card is important. I'm not gonna take the iron. With 1 coal gone, he might get stuck on this production for a while. He has Leo, which helps a bit. Yeah, I guess pretty hard to say. But what else did he do? Upgrade the lab. So he could have gone iron and an upgrade maybe. But I don't know. Maybe taking breeding is just better. Hard to tell. I don't know if this iron will still be available. Probably will be, because nobody's taking these, right? Scientific method, strategy, upgrade in mine. Yeah, so this scientific method is huge. I can go for it in 2 turns, just upgrade my mines now and then go for this. Hopefully, if it's not like, but yeah, if there's nothing else I can do, like if even if there's a strength push going on. But yeah, the plan is to go for this in 2 turns. The strategy, I didn't get an H1, like the monarchy is still here, but I just don't have science now. I already produced, right? No, I didn't. Okay. So let's just see. Yeah, I'm ditching Dark Ages because I'm going for H2 government. The strategy, think with the low science, revolution to republic is definitely an option, and that's why I really want the strategy. Also, just a good card, of course, but yeah, I don't have science for it for quite a while probably. But still, I just want to have it because Revolution to Republic is possible. There's also Max in the game, so it's possible that I go for a Revolution with Max. And yeah, this Acropolis really not happy about all this talk of revolutions, but sorry, Greeks. Ow. Some more pain, and then it's not good because I don't have population, probably just lose a warrior, but yeah, not really getting out of the strength hole like this. At least we've had some of the major strength events now, I guess. Look on the bright side. So 1 iron upgrade now. Okay, so no second farm yet. There's extra food here. Where did that come from? Not sure. I don't know. Don't know where this food. The good harvest was longer ago. Well, so hard to keep track of things when you're talking all the time. I don't know. Whatever. Swordsman is interesting. Yeah, you have a bunch of warriors lying around. There's gonna be fights over the rifles. I'm gonna want them probably. Yeah, Wawrzyniec is gonna want them. So yeah, makes sense with the upgrade fighting band to want to, and with all the warriors lying around. And yeah, I have to get this rock production going, as I said, otherwise this Machu Picchu is just gonna take too long. Some culture produced, breeding for 3 as well, and then what's coal and upgrades with the rich land, yeah. So architecture as the last one. So yeah, looks great. Has the super early watts with both decks, and we're all like scrambling a little bit. Like it's a pretty low resource game because of a fairly, there was some strength pushing, and yeah, then getting this super early what call breeding strong. I'm jealous. Not not great in science at the moment, but yeah, nobody is probably. Except Wawrzyniec, and he gets a Republic now. And the rifles, nice organized regiment. Did he just... What was this? Disband the warrior builds a mine. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. Why does he do this? He, like, the iron is still here. He could just pick up an iron and go for, okay, some medium production, I guess. It's not something to be thrilled about, but it's okay. Why does he just is that here? Okay, I can go breeding, double upgrade now. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. Disbanding the warrior to build a mine. I don't think it would even occur to me to do that. Yeah, I'm not going to guess too much at the reasoning. I don't understand. Shit, did I see it? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the replay again. I missed it. Raiders hitting me and Wawrzyniec. So I'm gonna lose 2 rocks and go for Swiss. Yeah, I got autonomous and yeah, really low on science, so not much hope. I lost a mine, by the way, not a warrior. So I want to remain stronger than Wawrzyniec. Maybe also have chances at colonizing something. I have the developed one in there, and yeah, I'm going for Suez now. So really don't want to lose the military. And I guess with the mines, the Suez with Isabella, I have some rock protection. So can afford to lose the little mines. So still not great, but to just take this West, build the first step, can finish next turn, get the autonomous, and that's great. Alternative would be Harvard, which also gives science, but I have the science solution in my hand already, so I don't think Harvard is that necessary, and this is just gonna be better. Giving an extra action is really what I need first, and that way I'm gonna be much easier to bridge the gap um, until I get the government going. Refugees, political strength, to remember. So there's my territory, but I'm not winning it. Yeah. Last position gonna be hard. I guess I seed it last turn because I wanted to hit it on my turn if possible, but don't think I probably couldn't beat this anyway. I don't know. Iron upgrades continue. Architecture, so we'll be able to finish this in one go, and also the farm upgrades. Yeah, makes sense. Looks okay. Needs a government. So architecture is gonna be like you want to use it to finish the Machu Picchu in one go, but you also kind of want to save for a government now at this point. So I'm not sure about it actually. What else? Like take the patriotism? Also a bit questionable. Maybe can you take the cannon, not upgrade the farm? Yeah, that's expensive of course. So would be an option. Not 100% sure of this one because also you have some stuff at level 1 already, so you're losing some of the rock reduction at some point. Like finishing this at once is nice, but not worth it on its own. So not 100% sure. Don't know if you can afford it. And he gets the Harvard and journalism as well for good measure. Yeah, still looking good. We'll have lots of rocks now. Can build the science with this, the food with this. Still a bit low on actions. It's gonna be a while until he gets the science going, but yeah, he'll get there eventually. And he's got the rocks. So. good. So yeah, now indeed the double upgrade of the no. Gets an efficient upgrade. Okay, gets the cannon, that's good. Yeah, he's ready for coal, that's good. Can even go for 2 coal upgrades, so takes a lot of cards, so there's a decent chance that he can go for this for coal next turn. And he's pretty safe. Military, has the Himeji, has these techs and a patriotism, so nobody is going to attack him anytime soon. So yeah, looks okay. One farm upgrade, little awkward always, doesn't immediately do anything, but okay. Okay, that's a nice turn, so I get to get my autonomous, immediately gain some rocks, and so I can also straight up go for scientific method. So yeah, happy with that. Then last action, I take a justice system. Yeah, I think I'm still planning for revolution, and also it's late in the age, so I'm kind of really assuming I will do this with Max, so I can use him as a transitional leader. I know I was not sure about this justice system, so I could take. Yeah, frugality is not gonna be useful soon. E.g. probably neither. I don't really have the actions for another wonder, right? And also, yeah, what wonder? Yeah, so E.g. doesn't look good. Opera, no Bach, no Dietrich, just Chaplin, but so opera's not great either. And if I'm gonna spend 7 signs, I guess I'd just rather get some more economy going. Yeah, not alternatives are just not great. But this part was really nice. I get extra action, I get upgrade here, so that was a good turn. Draw 2 territories, okay, good. And we produce rocks, okay, get an extra one from Swiss, it's nice. Wawrzyniec probably knew about, no, he was not an Nostradamus, never mind. Still trying to figure out the 4th mine. Maybe, I don't think he's seeded it either. Okay, but it's nice for Pascalotopia because he gets to finish the Machu Picchu, uses the architecture for that, and takes Gonmon. So does this mean he will go for revolution next turn? Probably just 2 corruption, which is okay. I mean, he's got so much production, he's not gonna do a revolution without corruption. Might also be hoping for Max to get a quick revolution. Yeah, still not sure about this architecture pick. Of course, if you didn't have it, it's 1 extra action for picture, but then you don't have this frugality in hand, so it still works. Architecture, Harvard, pick up calves, and breeding. Yeah. Okay, so he's doing great. Got science now, got food now. Still needs more science, of course. He also used an architecture to finish this in one go. Again, kind of same problem with that. Yeah, your government is waiting. Yeah, not sure about this architecture in both cases. Like, sure, it's gonna be nice later on, but I think they're delaying the government a bit. Newton and goes for rifles. No coal. That's unfortunate for him because he was really well set up for the coal now, and it's not there yet. Also has a ton of actions, so he could take it for 3. EG, RFID. Yeah, all these actions are now. He has a good economy going. So next turn the coal. He has the RFID. Next turn can go for 2 coal upgrades probably with reserves, the efficient. Yeah, and then it's gonna look nice, right? Maybe go for computer later on. Has the cannon. Yeah, looks really nice. Even with the delayed call, maybe this fourth mine was really brilliant. I don't know. I have no idea really. Um, yeah, I see that one of the territories inhabited and get 1 extra science compared to the others. And science for everybody, everybody's kind of hurting for science, so this is kind of nice for maybe yeah, everybody really wanted the science. Um, I did second lap upgrade. Take cannon, take rifle probably, yeah, and then take the breakthrough. More science needed, yes. And then develop the rifles and go for upgrades. Apparently, yeah. 2 upgrades. Okay, politics of strength gun, refugees and historic remain. Yeah, looks good now. I have all the texts pretty much, and we'll be able to go for some of these soonish. Still hoping for Max, but he's not here, and neither is the Republic actually. So also 1 common remains. Of course, I have the Acropolis, so ordinary government is also possible. Draw certificate. And we produce science. Now that's really nice. So again, I get the most of it. The event was locked in place. Maybe I seeded this. There's one event I seeded I didn't know, but I think it's an H2 event. I don't think I knew about this. But yeah, just comes out at a good time. It's, yeah. Whoever seeded this made everybody happier probably. And maybe this is also why one of these went for the architecture play, because they knew there was extra science coming. Oh, let's see. So what happens? Yeah, he had the coma and now he can go for it. So this isn't accurate always, but probably is in this case. So I probably Pascalotopia's event, because this makes his play much more logical. Don't know if everybody's seeded, yeah. So then he couldn't be sure it was revealed. So, I don't know. Maybe the, yeah. Never mind. Built an extra lab. He at least knew about it because he's Nostradamus, of course, but probably seeded it as well. This pact gets cancelled just in time. And also common, and these are great. And yeah, this is looking nice. Yeah, he's gonna have 10 signs after his turn, so he can straight up go for computer or multimedia or if it's available, or journalism otherwise. And yeah, he kind of has everything now. Okay, government and big production, and yeah, go for more science and culture later on. Speaking of culture, only slight lead for Pascalotopia or Wawrzyniec, so looks really nice actually. He's actually on 3 more because what gives some culture, but whatever. Arms industry. This might be my event, I hope, because it looks good for me. When did I develop cavalry? I have knights. Knights is still the best one, okay. So get 4 rocks, it's nice, very nice. And now the coal is there. Still has to pay 3 for it, but okay. And can go for 2 upgrades, yep. Also efficient upgrade for a third one. And also gets to use an urban growth, so all these yellows that he picked up being put to use. And yeah, also looks really great, has more civil actions than e5 even, and also lots of rocks. Also the option to go for computers or whatever. So yeah, looks really strong as well. And Max is the last card, and Isabella died because yeah, leaders were kind of late. The Republic is here. Irrigation, yeah, that wasn't useful. The breeding is here though. Nostradamus also dies. And other borders is gone. Okay. This was my other territory, and I'm winning a territory. Okay, nice, nice. Don't have cards though, so and Isabella is gone, so I'm paying 2 units. But it's a good territory, 2 yellows, 2 blues, and I have Suez, and I just go for Republic Nomax, but there is the Acropolis, of course, because there was a lot of things I had to do this turn, I remember. So also go for strategy and the food upgrades and take Maria in hand. Yeah, this is an interesting point. I have to pause. So there was a lot going on in this turn. So I was for a lot of this game thinking about going Max and Republic, but I think in this turn there were more things I needed to do, and I didn't have enough civil actions if I had to pay 3 for the Max. And because I also really want my food upgrades going, so that was very important to get a new pop next turn. And yeah, there was this colony which also changed things because I could go for the strategy. Also, if I went for the Max and Revolution play, I really also wanted to develop the strategy still, and that was also one of the actions that, and then I couldn't do, I think, 2 food upgrades, and I really wanted to do those. And I also thought Maria would be a fine leader for me. And yeah, I still get some discount on the Republic as well. And I thought the science was looking fine now, so I could afford not to have Max and just have another leader. You see that I take Maria but don't elect her. I think it's, like I could not develop the strategy, for example, but I was very suspicious of Iconoclasm at this point. So there are 3 cards in this deck, and I think this is accurate. So 2 were from Pascalotopia, 1 from E5, and Pascalotopia also doesn't have a leader. Uh, just let Nostradamus die. So I thought there was fairly good chance that he seeded the Iconoclasm. If not, E5 has what is finished with him, and so what is also a great candidate for seeding Iconoclasm, and Pascalotopia would know about it from Nostradamus. So I was thinking there was a good chance there was Iconoclasm, and so I was actually preferring to have Maria just in my hand for later use, and first see if leaders will die now or not, because I thought this was something that might happen now. There's an inhabited that's seeded by me, so then it wasn't completely accurate what I said. I think I seeded this one, yeah. So maybe just the other 2 events then, whatever. E5 wins it, I couldn't bid much, yeah, because of aggression danger, I guess. Needs a second bread and circuses. And again, and takes the Gaudi in hand, and yeah, that's a pretty big red flag. So there will be Iconoclasm almost certainly. Because for sure he could have elected him if he really wanted, if he didn't think there was, if he didn't know there was Iconoclasm. Yeah, other than that, not that much to see, I think. Has a decent board as well. The rockets, yeah, he didn't have the cannons, so he's glad to have the rockets. And he spent something for the colonies, so he needs to build something. Does delay his science production, of course. But yeah, next turn he's got all the pop now. As soon as he's allowed to, let's say, he can just spam journalisms now. Probably can build some and a rocket too if you like. If you just spend these. So yeah, looks nice. There's the Iconoclasm and Newton and Watt die. And he gets Steve Jobs immediately, so first H3 leader, no others on the row yet. Multimedia military, some important text, gets the rest of the rocks going, which is nice with Jobs. So yeah, it still looks, I mean he lost Newton, it still looks really good because he can now go for multimedia. I offer this pact to E5 and he accepts. I have 7 and Maria +6. He has 6 +5, and yeah, he had some fairly cheap text in hand, which, like, I have a little more science, but I think this, having this in hand, would allow him to accept it. Could have offered to Pascalotopia too, but he has Gaudi, so his text will be cheaper. And he has a little more science and science production. So I thought it was a little safer, even with the text here, to go with e5, even though he might go for journalism soon. But we'll see if I have also plans to improve it. I get the justice system immediately, so I now have a really good government too with the Republic. And I go for Manhattan project, take the EG, and efficient upgrade. So yeah, the Manhattan, it's kind of awkward because I just don't have a tactic right now. And yeah, I want to be able to upgrade my strength. I'll have enough rocks to finish it next turn, which puts a little pressure maybe. Yeah, and I got it with the EG, which makes it fairly efficient, pretty efficient. There's no tactics available at all currently, so yeah. I have the actions for this too, because I didn't have that much else to do really. Freedom moves warrior to cannon. Yeah, gets infantry tech, that's good for him. Gets the fast food, and yeah, Gaudi is elected now. Okay, I'll do military build-up. Immediately uses it with the Harvards, and yeah, gets to go for 2 rockets with this, and has the fortifications. And then goes for journalism and use the urban growth for 1 journalism. Yeah, so he's starting to build good buildings and good military with his economy. So yeah, let's do maybe a little overview time. So small culture leads, just over 10, 12, 15 for Pascalotopia and Wawrzyniec, and then yeah, huge rock production. Everybody's got good governments, but I got some extras. So I've got the best government, but then in rock production I'm lowest. I do have Maria, but these two have really big rock production, lots of food saved up as well. Everybody has some science. Wawrzyniec needs a little more maybe, but yeah, I think all these boards look at least fine to really good. Probably mine is not the best, clearly, but I have some actions, and I have this pact going on with e5 now. We'll see. Historic, and I win it. Okay, so yeah, this one was also seeded by me, and I get to spend an H3 card that I drew, so I have it for cheap. Space flight, yeah, looks nice, and he already has multimedia in hand, so he will have a way to go crazy on the science soon. Has the Himeji to defend if it comes to that, and has the Pex, so looks really safe. That was the impact of colonies. Yeah, I have 3 now, so it's good. Yeah, economic progress, I get only 5 rocks, some others get 10. That was a patriotism use, I think. And that's Manhattan finished. Movies, reserves, patriotism, and pop. And another rocket cannon. So yeah, I'm ready to copy the fortifications now. Um, I was considering the movie plus Chaplin, I think. But what did I take for 3? That patriotism, yeah. I think I really wanted this as well. Yeah, just to threaten war, I guess. Not really sure. I think I wanted to be good at the military, and yeah, if I take movie and Chaplin, I'm really kind of forced to go for this movie. Yeah, that was the main issue. I didn't want to force myself into having to build this movie. If I take the Chaplin as well, then I have to go for the movie because otherwise my leader is useless. Um, I mean, at some point, of course, but still, I didn't want to lock myself into that, but I wanted to have the option to build them. Also, I got 11 culture from the historic, which actually puts me in the lead for now. So that's nice because my board is actually looking good now too. Like despite what it looks like if you only had the +6 here and saw like bigger numbers everywhere. I think I built a lab as well this turn first before the Manhattan. Oh, or I used the freedom of movement. Yeah, it was the freedom of movement, right? Rifleman to scientific method. Yeah. So I used the freedom of movement to put this here, gave me an extra 3 culture from the Manhattan. And yeah, with the fortifications revealed, my riflemen are not really useful anyway. And the thing maybe that allowed me to use the 3 rocks from Maria, I don't know if that made a difference or not. Probably not because I won a colony as well. So I probably had the 3 rocks anyway, but still just getting the cannons going. And yeah, board looks much better now that I have really good science income. Another one from the Suez. Along with Maria, I actually have a lot of rocks as well now. And yeah, strength lead and culture lead all of a sudden. So not bad. And 2 of these, nice. Could be if there's probably another colony in there. I'm not sure. Um, Pact rejected. Okay. Um, guess E5 couldn't really use the extra food efficiently, so that's why he rejects. Just gonna have a quick look. Yeah, I guess he just has enough food, probably even some danger of corruption or being forced to pop. So didn't want to give the extra rock. Pascalotopia actually has a lot of rocks lying around right now and just finishes the fast food with it. Okay. So yeah, allows him to go for another wonder if he wants to. And he has the positional, okay. And also military theory and some rev IDs in hand. So that's looking a bit threatening. Even like starting to look threatening in the same turn, you just casually build a fast food because why not? But yeah, he has the science for military theory and air forces. Um, and he has a positional army going on now. I was really happy to see this though because I also have Rifleman already developed and one built, so um, I will be copying his tactic later on then. So I was really happy this was revealed. Maybe it's a kind of a consequence of me building Manhattan actually. Yeah, so going to 3 journalisms now and the internet. And that's it. Um, so he'll need a bit more to make this internet really good. Don't think I can see. So it's like 11 or so now. No, 4, 3, 12, 15, 15. So he'll need something more, but at least he'll go for team sports, and yeah, so that he'll have a decent internet and maybe a great one if he can build some more. But the game might be becoming more military heavy. with this tactic revealed and all that. So yeah, gets the second fortification army as well. So he's producing now. So he's a bit behind on culture already, but still has a lot of stuff going on and has a potentially big wonder now. So no leader though. So Chaplin's here, but I already took one copy of the movie away. So it's actually quite relevant for his position, or maybe for Pascalotopia's first. Like maybe either of them would have gone for the movie and Chaplin. I think especially E5 if it was still available, because he doesn't have a leader. So now he's kind of stuck without a leader for a bit. He does have team sports and there's Pierre, but Pierre will almost certainly be for Pascalotopia. Or for me, I don't think I have. Computers. Yes, nice boards. Thank you. So spaceflight, Steve Jobs, 3 computers, 4 goals. Looks nice. Yeah, what else to say? Yeah, can really score a lot with this. Was there anything else relevant here? Upgrading labs. Yeah, sure. I missed what impact I just played. Or was it an impact? Yes, it's an impact. Did I have variety or something? I'm not sure. And this is also a territory I didn't know about. I'm also able to win it because I have the 2 cards, but I think I was willing to bid also 2 units for this even. But it's super nice. This is a really nice territory to have with Maria and lots of civil actions because you just get to do pop, 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 pop. Rebuild some military. Oh yeah, this is cool. So I built the little lab, and then because the order of the things, I think the whole like I have 10 civil actions and I had to do them all in the right order. That's cool. It doesn't happen much. So first use all the Maria activations, then build 1 extra lab, thanks to Acropolis by the way. So then go for the democracy, take the sit for 2, and then with the replace, and with the last civil action use the efficient upgrade. So this is a super, also get to copy the tactic. So this is a super cool turn. I get to use 4 activations of Maria, get the extra building thanks to the Acropolis, get the discount on democracy, and then use the actions to take the leader, replace, and with the last action the efficient upgrade. So yeah, this is a turn that makes me happy. I draw a war, more of these cards. Don't think I know of any colonies, but yeah, there was some unknown colony as well. So at this point, my Suez is really paying off. So kind of lucky with this, I think, because it wasn't that much planned about it. But yeah, there's some colonies around, and that turned out nice. And yeah, my city is producing 8 culture now all of a sudden. So yeah, I'm producing significantly more than the others at this point, and with the positional revealed, and I have taken some of these cards in hand, so I'm relatively safe for now, also with the Manhattan, although I still would of course really like air forces. Let's see, but all the air forces are late by the way, so only 14 cards at this point, and there's another territory. And again, I win it because I drew 2 of these cards. So yeah, this is a bit lucky. I just get these cards and I get the extra royalty. It's not. I don't think it mattered that much because yeah, it's like 4 extra rocks But still it's free reserves, and yeah, and Suez will produce twice more, I guess, once more, I don't know, twice, once. Okay, so yeah, Pierre, of course, for Pascalotopia, and multimedia for 3, but he cannot go for it yet, and upgrades this. So 41 strength. Did it produce? Yeah, produced. He can go for Air Force. Yeah, so okay. And he gets the international agreements. Yeah, now that I see this Bill Gates, I also remember that another reason I didn't want Chaplin was because I had the 3 labs and both Sid and Bill were in the deck. So that's why I thought there was more promise of getting either Gates or Sid Meier. Meanwhile, E5 has built 2 mechanized armies, goes for satellites too, gets to use my pact a bit. There weren't a lot of great leaders for if you don't have labs actually. So it's Jobs, Gates, and Sid. The Chaplin, yeah, because I took that one movie, actually became kind of irrelevant. Pierre is nice for, so it's just Churchill basically that really works for E5 at this point. Yeah, but so he's definitely threatening war, but he did not take the Air Force. I guess he just didn't have the actions for it, had to do all of these things basically, had to fix happiness, had to make the pops to put them in the military already, and so he could not spare 3 actions. Yeah, and that's so kinda has to, like, can he still get Air Forces? Like 9 cards. Chances are that the whole deck will be gone by his turn, and so this may mean that he cannot get Air Forces actually. He can go for another army by destroying stuff, but then he can't declare war and build the 3 units, except if it's hybrid war, but he can't really do that. He could have this patriotism at Harvard maybe. Yeah, we'll see. Because he's probably behind on culture by now, right? Yeah, so he's really lagging behind in culture at this point. He does have the internet still to come, but still. Meanwhile, impact of government was revealed, and that's really nice for me. Maybe that was my other impacts that I missed at some point. I don't know. And he develops something, cannons. Yeah, also can go for the positional now. Or for the modern, perhaps. Yeah, apparently it's the modern. Okay. Does and all the air forces are here now. Text for ID endowment. Yeah. So the deck will be gone soon. I see that refugees at this point. I don't want impact of happiness in because I won't have much happy faces. I have plenty as is, even +2 from the Forbidden City, so I have no need and no Like there's no, I'm not gonna build any pro sports or whatever. Popularization of science came out. Oh yeah, I think this is also an interesting turn. Yeah, this is the one where I do this. So I go for engineering, computers, and air forces, and I develop both the engineering and the computers. Upgrade 2 of them, I think, and then take these reserves. So yeah, this was a complicated turn because I had to look at the war potentials of everybody, and like I said, e5 is a bit weird because yeah, I can't be 100%. Yeah, he's probably taking the air force. But, think there's no military theory. No. Not yeah. I had to prepare for war. I'm not sure, but like maybe just from Pascalotopia actually. So he can get 10 and 12. So then he has 21 more than me. Is this? So I have to be able to build the air force, to develop and build an air force. This will give me 17, but yeah, I need a little more, but that's probably fine. And yeah, so yeah, the complicated part was I like this turn I built the 2 rifles, right? Yeah, I built the 2 rifles and copied this tactic. And yeah, to be able to defend against the war, I have to be able to go for air forces next turn, but enable to be able to defend against an aggression actually from e5, I had to develop the air force this turn and build one. And that was the annoying part because yeah, this thing with the engineering and computers is just really huge for me. I think I have impact of progress in, maybe that's the one I missed, because I'm pretty sure I have impact of progress in there. So if I don't develop the engineering this turn, then it's not going to happen. If I have to go for the air force now, then I probably go for a computer on my last turn, but I don't have the tech, the science anymore for all 3 of those techs. The only way to have the science for all 3 of them is to go for this now and then 2 upgrades which allow me to build the air force next turn. So yeah, I'm taking the risk of being aggressed basically. That's why I tried turns where I built the air force this turn, but my end game just looks much worse. Like I'm not gonna get the engineering. It's gonna be that's gonna cost me some upgrades in the end as well probably. So at this point I decide to risk the aggression because there are still some mitigating factors. Pascalotopia might declare the Olympic Games, in which case he's probably not going for an aggression, and also I'm still drawing 3 cards, so I still might have a defense card, although there's probably not that many of them left. I think I already saw 4, so but there's also not much in the deck. But yeah, chance of drawing defense cards maybe not that high, but all of this combined, and yeah, even if he can go for aggression, maybe he doesn't. There was still a chance maybe that he goes for a war against somebody. I'm not sure. Probably not. Anyway, this turn was so beautiful with the engineering and the computers. It's gonna score me so many points. It's giving me extra now, but also next turn that I just had, and the 6 points for having this one. So I just had to go for this for now and not go for the air force and just risk an aggression. Even if I get aggressed, it's not like I'm trying to finish a wonder or something. It's kind of bad, of course, but I can see this impact. I don't know which one this is. So yeah, even if I get aggressed, it's bad, of course, to lose stuff, but it's not going to be critical either. And also took enough cards to guarantee that this would be gone, but yeah, with the international agreement being taken, it's really not close. Movie. To movie. And takes the pro sport. And he declared the Olympics, so no aggression. Negotiations, so he gets steal something. Takes 3 rocks from Wawrzyniec, and then he will start building on his preparing on his internet. Take Churchill, who is last card or something, close. Gets tanks, so another tech, also 2 points. So at this point, me and Pascalotopia have a bit of a lead, but the others both have Wonder to finish. So pretty close. E5 is still quite a bit behind Wawrzyniec as well. Wawrzyniec gets more points from jobs, but we get better productions. Yeah, it looks. I think it's still close all the way actually, because this internet is gonna be big. This space flight is gonna be big. Yeah, exciting. Impact of strength, and yeah, but I was on one hand happy with this because I thought Wawrzyniec was actually the favorite to win the game. Like he's not that far behind us, and yeah, has the big space flight. Probably gets some jobs points now. So I thought he was in the lead. So taking 10 points against him, I didn't know about his impact. So that's pretty big. On the other hand, I think, if I remember correctly, that I will build an Air Force. Yeah, I will build an Air Force on my turn because this turn I won't want to risk the aggression from E5. And so in that sense, it was maybe also a little unfortunate because I think if it's, there's two of the, two gonna be revealed. I don't know if these were all impacts. I don't think so. I think it's just 4 impacts in this deck, so maybe it would be even better if it was in the last 2, but whatever. Always happens with impacts, of course. But I was happy to get 10 points against Wawrzyniec from something I didn't know about, so this was probably seed by E5. And now big space flight, 30 points, and he is at 165 now. Yeah, I see this impact that I didn't get to read. Yeah, colonies ended up actually really great. I think it was only 2 colonies when I see it is maybe a third already, I don't know. But yeah, I got all of these colonies pretty easily because I got the cards. And then this impact actually really big now because 15 points against probably the 2 main contenders. I think E5 is just a little behind, but with the +9 he's also getting closer to the others now. So yeah, great impact for me. I think I had variety for sure. Maybe this was variety, but maybe the earlier one was variety. Because I know this Air Force was also worth 2 points, so it prevents me from getting aggressed, but it's also worth 2 points. And in my earlier calculations, I was also thinking it's gonna make impact of strength better, but then impact of strength came out. So last turn is really nice. I got to 5 of the big guys here. That's beautiful. 5 computers sit. It's not something you see that often, I think, because for starters, I don't play with Acropolis that often, at least in 4-player, and like in 2-player computers are maybe not the most common. So, yeah, 5 computers and sit Meyer, it's nice. I think only question for this one. So yeah, I used the 2 reserves, one for an extra pop, one for rocks. Which allowed me to get all the computers. And then I had 2 rocks left and 1 pop. So question was here or here. So both are good for harmony, that's important. I get 4 points for harmony. And I thought industry was the more likely one to be in. Because there's a lot of people with huge industry here. On the other hand, anybody could have seeded agriculture as well. It's probably like the same for everybody, so it could as well be in. But if people had extra impacts, then industry is the one they were more likely to seed probably. But then on the other hand, balance is also possible, and then this will give me 2 points. So that's why I chose the farm. And that's it for my game. And then we are on to the finish. So the variety was mine for sure. I remember that. That was the one I seeded earlier when I wasn't sure. Yeah, and I'm in the lead now, but let's see the other turns. And architecture comes out, and yeah, it's also pretty nice for me. But Pascalotopia gets a few more. And he's gonna make his internet stronger and then finish it for 25. And just one upgrade there. Okay. So let's see. First impact is competition, and this is a really big one for e5 actually. So 26, like all of a sudden he's only 4 points behind me, and then it's 10 points and 3 points. So super close final impacts, I think. Yeah, could go anyway really. I know I have a strong progress in there, but I think that's the only impact I know at this point. There's my progress, and yeah, as I said, I had all the text, so this is really good for me. 10 points, 12 points, 3 points, but still anything possible. Then agriculture is in actually, so the farm was good, and I get the 1 extra point for it. And then culture, again, I did not know about this, probably seeded by Pascalotopia on the last turn, because he was looking a bit behind before impacts, I think, and yeah, and I think he was trying to beat the others at this point. And then harmony, so again, the farm was relevant, but that was whether it was a farm or mine. E5 gets 4 points, but still 17 behind, and that's the final standings actually. So yeah, 17, 11, and 13, still small gaps. I think the game could have gone anyway, really. Like the culture being in gave me a lot of extra, but yeah, I still have some gap. But yeah, I won this game, and I think the first game, like the last few turns, it was getting kind of clear that I was going to win it. I think the very last turn I didn't have to pay too much attention anymore because it was clear. While in this game it was not clear at all. I think for a very long, like the whole game, it looked like anybody could win. And I think for much of the game, I think I was the least likely, or my board did not look as impressive as some of the others. So I don't know. I think I got definitely a bit lucky with colonies. Like after going for Suez, yeah, getting the autonomous for starters, and just building it just with the autonomous because I needed it. And then yeah, some other colonies kind of fell into my lap. Sometimes happens, and that was definitely very relevant to the outcome. But yeah, with this I won both 4-player games in this group, which is unexpected and much more than I hoped for. So I have 12 points now, and the others significantly less, which is great, but also definitely doesn't mean I have won this group or anything, because to be clear, the previous round, I actually lost both of my 4-player games. So I had 0 points from the 4-player games, and A440 won both of them and had 12 points, and I still somehow just barely managed to overtake him. So nothing is guaranteed at this point, but it's of course the best possible start I could hope for. And I will be back probably tomorrow with the next game. We will start with the 3-player games then, and we will see how it continues. See you tomorrow or whenever you watch this video. Thank you, bye.